My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
Race 7 on the programme, due off at 3:15, is the 2023 renewal of the Grade 3 Poinsettia Stakes, named in honour of Dennis Dreyer. Of course, Dennis's record at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, second to none. This for fillies and mares at weight for age plus penalties over 1,200 metres. Before getting into discussing the chances of the respective runners, let's get an interview from Peter Musket, who saddles Bevy's Delight.
Her last start was very encouraging. She jumped from a very deep draw. We rode her quiet. Craig elected to come in once they straightened, and she never really got out of third gear. She never got a crack at them. Her sectionals in the race were very impressive. So she basically just had a gallop there to finish right on top of them. Sunday's race is clearly far more competitive, but she's a good filly and I've always rated her highly, so don't disconsider her. Yes, she's unfortunately missed her prep run for this race, where she got kicked behind the barriers, so we've had to be a little bit aggressive on her to try and fit her up for Sunday's event. But she's really honest, she's in a good space in herself, and as you say, I think we'll see a far more encouraging performance from her on Sunday.
So there we heard from Peter Musket, who saddles Bevy's Delight and Sachet Away. The Raiders are in town in a big way for this race. Number 1, Maharani, trained by JJ Van Furen with Keegan DeMello up. Number 2, Marigold Hotel, Richard Faree riding for Sean Tarry. Number 6, Alula's Star, Mcauley riding for Stuart Pettigrew. Miss Cool, Yenny rides for Candice Dawson. Gerson rides number 9, Lucy in the Skies for Brett Webber, and then throw in 2 runners from the Cotton stable, and you can see that the lineup is dominated by out-of-towners, and I really am in the camp of number 6, Alula's Star. Not as a good thing, but I do believe she's the one to beat, the 4-year-old daughter of Red Ray. She does have to give a little bit of weight away to Maharani and Marigold. Maharani, for me, Warren, a very interesting runner, because if she bounces back to the kind of form, shows the kind of speed we know that she's capable of, then she might blow this field away. But for me, the winner will come from numbers 1, 2, or 6. Not that I don't respect Amina or Miss Cool or the others, but I do think the winner will come from one of those 3.
Graham, as I've alluded to several times through the show, that we record early, and I've just checked online, and a late scratching has come through in the form of Maharani, so Maharani won't be coming to KwaZulu-Natal, so we can make a scratch there. And as I say, there's been a few scratchings that have filtered through during the course of the morning, and Maharani is one of them. So she's out, but yes, if she were to run, certainly she would be able to bounce back and win a race like this, but we don't have to worry about that now. Back to Alula's Star for Stuart Pettigrew. Gutsy performance last time. She shifted in a little bit, or she was carried in, but she showed guts and she showed determination. Pilasande Mcauley knows her very well, and she sets the standard, yes. Amina, big runner, lightly raced, clearly got talent. They've gone about in a slow and patient way with her. She's just a gorgeous Cusillo filly, and the ability is all there. So for me, 6 Alula's Star, 3 Amina, those are the 2, but not always as easy as that, because Miss Cool is not without a chance. Lady Heist is in a tremendous form, and Lucy in the Sky. I can't believe every time she gets dismissed in the betting market, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 7 to 1, 10 to 1 on Sunday. And her last 2 runs are good. She's got ability, this mare. She's won 6 times, and she's not a bad mare, Lucy in the Sky. So I'm not leaving her out. But 6, 3, 9, those are my numbers.
You haven't given much airtime to the favourite, which is number 2, Marigold Hotel. You're not in her camp?
I'm just a bit concerned about the 1200, Graham. Sean Terry's horses you can never, ever ignore. She beat Tipsy Tarragon 4 starts ago. Tipsy Tarragon's boxing around. That was over 14.50. She ran 7th to Alula Star over 11.60. So she's not without hope, but I won't be having a win bet on her. She's certainly going to be included in my play, but I'm just a little worried about the 1,200. That's my only concern.
I'm equally worried about the 1,200, which is why I do prefer the chances of number 6, Alula Star. In fact, on the 18th of March in the Sycamore Stakes, Marigold Hotel was comfortably beaten by Alula Star. Yeah, it's interesting that Maharani's now scratched. I checked all the scratchings before we started recording. She wasn't scratched. She was taken out on Thursday, the 27th, at Turfendine, specifically with Type's permission to come and run here. So it's interesting that she's out, but that does pave the way for one or two others to be considered, including Amina, second run after a long, long rest. So I'm in the camp of number 6, Alula Star, to get the better of Marigold Hotel. Amina would now be my third choice following the news that Maharani has just been scratched. But it is a competitive renewal of the Poinsettia Stakes. Great to see that the race is being run in honour of Dennis Dreyer.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote Schuur hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.